But enough about last night. We're here for tonight, here at Spain, at Barcelona, a testing track, not an actual racetrack, but hey ho, what can you do? And I'm joined once again by my fellow co-commentator, Mr. VSR himself, VSR Roscoe Arm. Ross, welcome.
It's great to be back alongside you in the commentary box. As always, we're not going to mention anything about real-life racing at the moment because, let's just say, the last couple of races have not been ideal. But well, hopefully, these guys on your screen will be able to put on much of an entertainment for you because we have a full grid.
Oh, fantastic stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. A full grid. If you want to sign up quickly. And so far it's a dry quali session. So we get everything up and going. Everybody on the soft, so nobody's out there. I forgot to get the standings. Yeah, I'll get the settings up now. So Ross, can you entertain the people?
I'll do my absolute best as I can for this next, I don't know, minute or two maybe. So, yeah, full 20 grid. How awesome is this to see? Hopefully this is more entertaining than real life, the Spanish Grand Prix. But enough about that. We're seeing a couple of guys potentially on the medium compounder tyres. Oh, seeing three now on the mediums. As everybody's now, I think, heading their way. First out is the McLarens. Who is it? Mitchie's going to be the first one out. No, take that back. One of the Williams has just jumped him. I think it looks like it's Matt. It actually is Matt. So Matt's the first one out. Then you got Mitchie and the other Williams behind. Then everybody else should be following out.
Well, I have the standings now. So fantastic
Excellent
commentary play from Moscow as always. So we got first is New Zealand Ryan has a 50-point gap over DRC Jared in P2. Third is I'm Death Bro. Fourth is Zombie. Benny's in fifth. Dubstep's in sixth. Matt is in seventh. Mince Pie is in eighth. Dill in ninth. And Brazuka is in 10th. Then we got Penske in 11th. Reptile 12th. Oz Formula 13th. Laggy Pose in 14th. Poms 15th. Midchief 16th. Cowboy Oz 17th, Edge 18th, Owens 19th, and DT 20th. And last, in the constructors, we've got we got Racing Point in first. Mercedes are second. 25 points is the gap between Racing Point and Mercedes. Then we got Ferrari in third. I mean, Ferrari on the game is doing much better than real life.
Yes.
Williams are fourth. Renault are fifth. They've gone backwards the last couple of races, to truth be told. Red Bull are sixth. McLaren's in eighth. AlphaTauri is in seventh. Alfa Romeo is in ninth. And Haas is in 10th on 8 points. So that's the grid championship stuff done now. So we've got yellow flags in the final sector to Renault of Benny, just probably waiting for a gap. We'll go back on board with Matt. Hasn't validated yet, so he'll be the first one to set a lap time, hopefully. Ross, let's get your thoughts on the Spanish track.
Well, personally, I have not driven much of the circuit at all in this game, so you're not going to get too much out of me. But obviously, with the wide tracks that majority of these, well, I think all the tracks have been widened a lot on this game, probably going to be seeing quite a bit of advantage. And the final bit of the sector as well has been changed up quite dramatically here, so it should make it more real life compared to what it has been the last few games, let's be honest. But looking forward to this as Matt sets a 17.6. Let's get us started here on the soft compounder tyres.
Yeah, Matt did a pretty decent final sector. I was on board with the entire sector, second and last sectors. So Edge is in P2, but he's done his lean and none lap time, so he'll probably qualify on mediums. Speaking of which, how do you feel about that you can't do a lap on the... Oh my god, there's a big traffic jam. I think that was Calbo. No, it was Oh my God! There's a Ferrari, a Red Bull, and a Racing Point.
Oh God, I'm just seeing it.
There's Ryan, there's Death Bro, and
must be Savory.
Someone. Could be Dill.
No, I think it's Savory.
Yeah, I think it's Savory. Oh dear. Benny's up in the P2 with an 18.999. So, excuse me. So getting back to my original question, what is your thoughts on, like, you can't qualify on hard competitor tyres as Savory goes P4 with a 38.4?
I mean, probably, I'm not surprised, maybe a little bit, as Jared is starting from the back as usual, retired from the pit lane, so it doesn't crash out like he has been the last few races. Sorry, Jared. But, I mean, it's not been a surprise, really. Brazuca's also retired, as looks like he's crashed out.
I was just on him, and he wasn't going anywhere. Ryan goes to the top with a 17.4. He was just parked up. Like, he wasn't doing anything, so maybe he did retire.
Or just gave the wall a little nudge. Just gave the wall a little nudge, maybe. That's a possibility. It does happen, but... yeah, like I was saying before, probably not surprised. I mean, not too many guys have actually qualified on the hard competitor tyres, so it probably seemed a little bit pointless, but probably gives like a few more guys could qualify maybe on the softer compounded rubber, or the mediums, as Hugo sets a 14.8, so that's a very quick time for the Haasman at the moment. So, I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, finishing up.
14.8.
Yeah. It's an incredible lap, but the finishing up, it might open up strategies maybe a little bit, because maybe the last couple of games, the last couple of games, you usually start on the mediums, you'll try and avoid the softs big time around here, but it could open potential for like more pit stops in this race, so we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's very true. Penske goes up into P6, but Jesus Christ, here you go. 14.8, nearly, what's that, 2.6 seconds, over 2.5 seconds quicker than New Zealand Ryan. But I'm assuming he'll probably go quicker than that anyway, towards the end of the qualifying session, our championship leader. So the order at the moment, we got Hugo on provisional pole, followed by New Zealand Ryan. Matt is in P3, but he's coming out on mediums. So, interesting plays here from the Williams driver. We've got Zombie in 4th, Benny is in 5th, Penske is in 7th, Penske is in 6th, sorry, Edge is in 7th, and Savory of the Mitts Pies is 8th with a whopping 38.482 lap time.
Definitely the driver of the night at the current moment is Savory, but don't be surprised if you see a couple of these guys, like you've probably seen a couple of them do slow laps already on the softs. They're probably trying to maybe do a fast run on the mediums.
Oh my God, Dill!
On the race. Oh, yep, sorry, go back to you.
Oh my God, Dill. That was the slowest spin I have ever seen coming into the pit lane.
Yes, you do.
Oh my. Wow, Dill. Oh, the owner of this league did the slowest spin and loses his front wing at the pit entry.
It tends to happen. It can happen around this circuit. I've probably seen a few other guys do it in the past, but you'll see as well, you'll see a lot of quick lap times around here. Like Alan Hugo setting a 14.8. I think that's definitely a lot quicker than what it was this time last year's game anyway. I think majority of maybe doing like 15s or 16s. Maybe I think it was about 15s was the quick time, but they'd be getting lower to like 14s, even like the high 13s maybe.
It's going to be interesting to see what people will do strategy-wise as DT goes up into P2 with a 16.7. So fantastic lap there. That's still Savory letting drivers go through. I think Ryan might be coming in anyway. We got a Ferrari at laps. No one really on a lap. Wardens, invalidated Poms. Well, Poms is still going, so we'll stay on board with Poms for 187. He's currently in P20, hasn't set a lap time yet. And on the soft compounder tyres, as Reptile goes into P3, ladies and gentlemen, with a 17.1. Still wee bit behind Alan Hugo, as Matt goes up into P3 now with a 16.9 on mediums. So a couple of tenths behind DT here, so DT could be a spanner in the works here tonight for a potential front row, second row start, maybe.
Potential.
Pomps for 187, he goes to P2, a 15.5, and he is the closest car on track to Alan Hugo's time, but still a fair way off. We have a Renault of...
Got both Renault just off the road. I think Benny was way off the road. He's taking the old layout there, is Benny.
Yeah, that was interesting to see. As we're on board with I'm Death Bro, third in the standings, being overtaken by DRC Jared. So Death Bro needs to have a very, very good race here tonight if he wants to keep his championship aspirations.
That's the word.
Alive. And yep, he did invalidate, which is unfortunate.
He would have been second behind Alan Hugo by a tenth, I think.
Savory purple final sector in that Red Bull. What a lap time there. As Laggy goes P2. It's a Haas 1-2 currently. 4 tenths behind Alan Hugo. B Dubstep goes up into P4. So times are trickling down here, ladies and gentlemen. We have I think Mitch is on a lap. Oh, Mitch is off into the gravel trap, and that's his lap over already before he even gets started. Death Bro is invalidated once again.
I think Warden's had a spin as well out the just near the pit exit, but he's managed to get it back into the pit lane. It sits 19th at the moment.
You know what? Let's ride on board with Carba Oz for a lap of the Spanish Grand Prix.
Why not?
Okay, well, we won't.
Never mind.
El Hugo improves to a 14.5, so he's going even quicker.
Yeah.
We got a Red Bull of X still goes up into P5 here, ladies and gentlemen. What a lap time. Edge is currently 14th and last out of the timed runners. Mitch is spinning every which way. So... who can we ride on board? We have to stay on Edge, unfortunately, because he's the only one doing a lap time at the moment. So we'll stay on board with Edge. Coming into a turn 1, braking just before the 15-meter board. Gets a nice run out of turns 1 and 2. Turn 3, be patient. Let the car run wide a little bit. He stayed within track limits, so by a fair amount, so fair play to Edge. Up to turn 4. It's been not an exciting lap, but it's a lap nonetheless. As Mitchie's now retired, so 3 drivers are out.
Yes.
Mitchie just retired, Jared's retired, and Brazuca has retired, as Mitchie's dot is so far off turn 1.
Yep.
As Edge enters the final sector, is 1.6 seconds up on his previous lap time. So if he can get about 2 seconds, that will probably put him about P8, P9 area. So let's see what Edge can do with this chicane. Coming around the final corner, runs out of ERS.
Should be ERS. 17.
He goes into the 17s, but just behind Savoury Mince Pie, and that's put Ryan to P11. Water 99 also out there on the lap time.
And he's invalidated.
Ooh, okay, so he'll probably be coming in. Another set of tyres potentially.
He's got time up his sleeve, just under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain. So Roscoe, with that said, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Who is your man for pole position here tonight for the Spanish Grand Prix?
You know what? I think I'll probably go on a limb, and I reckon somebody else, a certain New Zealand Ryan may go quicker. But I'm going to stick with Alan Hugo at the moment with a 14.559. Very quick lap time at the moment. But, I mean, don't be surprised you see a few others maybe drop into the 14s as well. Maybe surprise us, maybe. But what about you, Frizy?
Well, at the moment, the battle is between Hugo and New Zealand Ryan. Would have been interesting to see where DRC Jade would have been had he done a lap time. Yeah, money's on probably one of those two. Potentially, as I'm on board with DT doing his final run of the qualifying session. Savory's retired. He must not have any more tyres left. Well, Ryan's going on mediums. So that's an indicator right there that maybe he might not make pole position. Potentially. I mean,
well,
Ryan is...
Excuse me.
Ryan is quick, but if he can beat a 14.5 on meters, then, I mean, fair play. It's 3 seconds he's got to find on those tyres.
Yeah, but, I mean, but don't be surprised if you see him up in maybe that top 5 at least somewhere on those mediums. Probably might be the best of the medium runners, unless somebody can pull out a stonker lap at this final run here. I think nearly everybody's just about to make their way out for one final run here.
Zombie's out as well. So for my guess on pole position, I'm going to say Alan Hugo, just for the fact that Ryan's on mediums. But you can never know. 3 seconds. Ryan's a god on the pad, so as Reptile's invalidated, Hugo's retired from the session, so
he's happy.
He's probably thinking, yeah, I've got pole position in the bag. I'm on board with Cabba Oz as everybody's been invalidating. He goes purple second sector. Jeez Louise, Cabba Oz. It's certainly not a glitch here, ladies and gentlemen. Cabba Oz, purple middle sector. Absolute scenes. Could he nab pole position from Mr. Hugo here tonight? Let us know in the chat and comments of when this video does go live. Who's your man for pole position? I've gone for Hugo. I think Roscoe's gone for the same thing. Calvo goes P5.
Nice work.
With a 16.6 lap for the Ferrari driver. And absolute fantastic lap there. I'm trying to figure out who else is on a lap time. I think that's a... Poms is on a lap now. But he's said he's done 1 lap, so he might have invalidated somewhere. Matt's on a lap now. There's an almighty car park at the chicane towards the final corner.
I think DT's the first one going to be crossing the line here. He's currently 7th at the moment in that final sector.
Alright, so we'll stay on board with DT 360 1X. He's on the lap old softs already. He's going around the final corner, so he's going to finish this lap off. Opens up DRS, and that's qualifying done. Goes up into P4. DT, our newest driver in the Alfa Romeo car. There's an off Ferrari.
It's Calvo, I think.
Benny coming around the final corner. Nice helicopter shot there. Opens up DRS. It's an... Okay.
Stays where he is, I think. Death in a second.
So Deathbro goes P2. Still right behind Hugo, though. So Hugo still has pole position. Where is New Zealand Ryan?
Penske to 6th.
Stay on board with New Zealand Ryan in the final sector, ladies and gentlemen. He's currently 14th, but can he nab pole position on those medium compounder tyres? Poms is doing a lap time at the moment. There's a Williams doing a lap now. Here comes New Zealand Ryan. Around the final corner. P3. So, but he'll be starting on mediums. Warden's up in the 5th. Laggy's stopping at the final chicane.
That's pretty much it, I think.
I think that's it, yeah. Laggy's the last one to cross the line, and we've got to wait for Broken Reptile as well to retire. So, Hugo gets pole position by 0.4 of a second. So, this is what Death Bro needs. He needs to start ahead of New Zealand Ryan, but don't forget Ryan's on those mediums, and he will be actually dangerous in this race. Cowboy Oz was up in the P5. He's down all the way in P11. So, I mean, it's not a bad place to be for Cowboy, especially because he did 2 qualifying laps on those soft compactor tyres.
Yep.
So, he'll probably be looking to start on the mediums or the hards. As waiting on Broken Reptile to retire. Just, trying to, just playing with our twiddly thumbs at the moment. Come on, Reptile. There we go. Fantastic stuff on Broken Reptile. So, Ryan's up in the P3. Going to be an exciting race in the long run down to turn 1. There's your grid order. We got Adam Hugo gets pole position, followed by I'm Death by 0.4 of a second is the margin. Then we've got New Zealand Ryan at the P3, Laggy in P4, Warden is in 5th, Poms is in 6th, DT is in 7th, Matt in 8th, Penske 9th, and B Dubstep in P10 and on those mediums. Outside the top 10, we got Cowboy Eyes in 11th, Benny in 12th, Dill 13th, Edge 14th, Reptile 15th, Savory Mince Pie 16th, Zombie Hunter in 17th with Mitchie, Jared, and Bazooka not setting a lap time. And Zombie Hunter gets the Drunk Driver Award here tonight, over a second behind Savory Mince Pie, and Savory will be actually using that as a thumbnail and a video title. I can guarantee it. I qualified ahead of Zombie Hunter. So we're just waiting for the session to end. So we got Ryan on mediums, Warden on mediums, Penske on mediums, and Dubstep on mediums in the top 10. It's gonna be interesting to see what those medium tire runners will do come the start of this race and where they'll end up after turn 1. And it looks like we have a dry race here, ladies and gentlemen. I think Roscoe's still in the party.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I've muted myself. Sorry about that.
I got worried that you left the party or something.
No. You probably know if I left the party, if I left the session and my internet died. No, I'm fine.
Alright, so we wait for the drivers to get ready for their race strategy and off to the formation lap. Ross, who's your man for race winner and surprise podium? Bearing in mind, we've got Ryan, Warden, Penske, and B Dubstep starting on the mediums in the top 10.
Yes, that is very, very true. Saying that, I reckon Ryan might have this one potentially in the bag. I mean, we don't know tyre strategies around this joint, so I mean, you never know. The soft tyre runners could go as long as to the hards. You never know in this game, but I think Ryan will get the victory. Surprise podium. Let me have a look here. Who could be? I mean, there's probably an obvious choice. DRC Jared is starting 19th. I think he's having a few little issues. He's been having a few little issues with the game as recently as the Red Bulls just taken themselves out of the formation laps. So lovely stuff from those guys. Who could be a surprise podium? Why not Zombie? Let's give Zombie a crack in 17th on the hard compound side. So only he and 2 other guys are actually starting on the hards outside the top 10.
Yeah, so Betty in 12th is on the hards. Zombie in 17th on the hards, and Bazooka in last place on the hards. Everyone else outside the top 10 is on mediums, so...
What about you,
For
Frizy?
me, race winner, I'm going to say Warren at 99 in that Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon he might get Ryan at some point during the race here tonight. And surprise podium... Oh dear, who could be a surprise podium here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? You know what? I'm going to say an out of the bag one here. I am going to say a Cowboy Oz will get a podium here tonight. Starting in 11th on the mediums. What you can never know, especially with how Monday goes, we get a lot of safety cars, so...
Yep.
We actually haven't had much safety cars recently. I think we had one at Vietnam and none at China. So it's going to be interesting as Ryan got disqualified.
So did Poms.
Got disqualified.
I think the racing points may have collided with each other. That's a bit awkward. But the AWS graphic saying there's 2 stops for the softs and 1 stop if you're on the mediums or the hard competitors. So have to wait and see. You predict chaos around here, considering it's a full grid, so let's find out, shall we?
Well, if there's going to be a chance of chaos, I think turn 1 is going to be an absolute chaos fest as we get ready for 5. Red lights. Lights out, and away we go. Hugo gets off to a good start. So does New Zealand Ryan. Looking for a move on to I'm Deathbro. Deathbro gets the inside line. Hugo breaks late. So does Deathbro. Ryan stays up in the P3. Warden up in the P4 already.
Oh, it's a Red Bull. And there's a Ferrari and a Renault.
Oh my god, my prediction for Calvin to get a podium has gone up in flames. But Deathbro stays hold into P2. And Hugo already a 7/10 of a second gap to Deathbro already. New Zealand Ryan's right there in the P3. Yellow flags in the first sector still. I think that's everybody getting out of the way. DRC Jared already up into P10. There's a battle on between Matt and Benny. Matt goes around the outside of Benny for P11. Mitch is up in the P13, ladies and gentlemen. Edge is down in the 14th, so he's had an actual shocker of a race so far. There's still yellow flags going. I think X still has wing damage. Does Calbo? No, Calbo does not have wing damage. It's Penske. Something's happened with Penske. He's gone around here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's 18th.
No wing damage as yet as the AWS graphics has come up. Yellow flag sector 1 as Ryan and Deathbro. Dubstep's in the pit lane already. So Deathbro's still in the P2. It's just the graphics has messed up the race order.
Lovely stuff from Cody's as always. Dubstep was in the pits. So he must have got wing damage, or yeah, he has got wing damage. Cowboys continue. Dill will have to come in because I definitely saw front wing damage on him.
Yes, Bazooka down in 15th, so he's made up 5 places after that. Lap 1 kerfuffle. Mitchy's up in the P11. He's one place outside the top 10 for points here, ladies and gentlemen. Poms is in 9th, right behind Matt, and Jared already up in the P7 after starting 19th, I believe it was.
Let's just have a quick check if I can find the right. Here we go. Yeah, he did start 19th. He's already up 12 spots, so pretty good start. All around, next best is Mitchy up 7 spots and Brazuca up 6 spots. Those are the big losers. Dubstep down 9 and Penske, Calbo and Dill down 7 spots. So been a good start for DRC Jared, that's for sure.
And what a start for Hugo. Already a second clear of Deathbro, and New Zealand Ryan has DRS, but Deathbro doesn't. But he's not using overtake mode because he knows Deathbro will probably be pitting pretty soon as DRC Jared sets the fastest lap of the race so far. I think that's going to be annoying for most drivers. Matt and Poms, Matt goes off track and Poms goes up in the P8. There's Benny right behind Matt. Matt's getting all flustered at the moment. Benny on those hard compounder tyres. I think the softs might be already starting to die out at the moment. And my God, the timings is all over the place at the moment.
Gotta love it from Cody's. There's our first time penalty of the race. Is that Matt in 9th place gets a 3-second time penalty? The yellow flags. This is gonna give us nightmares after this race. Jared up another spot as getting past DT.
Very nice there from the Mercedes driver, starting at the back. Probably the straight here, ladies and gentlemen. As we got some people in the chat going, how are we going? We're doing very well. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're watching this fantastic of a race. Death Bro already a 3-second time penalty. Here comes New Zealand Ryan, and he'll breeze past on Death Bro for P2 with the aid of DRS. Death Bro already losing a lot of time to Alan Hugo. Outside of DRS does not help. He needs to start pushing once again because he'll be doing an extra stop here tonight. Warden up in the P4 already 2 seconds behind on Death Bro. Like, there he is. That's the gap you're seeing via Warden. Jared already on the back of that laggy person. So Jared on a mission here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's 50 points behind New Zealand Ryan in the standings.
Oh, he's got to run.
Two race wings behind. So he needs to get a move on. You have like sector 2. Mitchie, 3-second time penalties. Jared gets the move done onto Laggy for P5.
Yep.
So the Mercedes driver having a point to prove here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Benny's still in the P10. And B Dubstep going really, really slow for some reason. Not sure why. He hasn't got any wing damage as Ryan sets the fastest lap of the race with DT getting a penalty as Laggy's in.
The penalties are coming thick and fast here at the moment. So there's the first of our soft compounded runners that are coming early. This is very early, so this will have to be a 2-stop for sure.
And Ryan has caught up 0.7 of a second to Alan Hugo already. So, yes, the softs are actually going to be dying here tonight. Benny's up in the P9, but I think that's because Laggy was
that's critical.
Into the pit lane. Yes, Hugo, 3-second time penalty. And I don't think Ryan's even got a warning yet. So,
keep an eye on that.
I think Ryan might just wait until Hugo pits. I think Death Bro won't be too much far behind. And then we've got DT Poms and Matt on the softs as well. Probably going to the hards to go to the end. We'll stay on board with our race leader, which is Alan Hugo 04. Do believe Hugo's a reserve, I think. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. Hugo stays out for another lap. Death Bro stays out. What does DT do?
Keeping an eye on all the other soft tyre runners. They're going to stay out by the looks of it.
Matt comes in.
Yeah, Matt's
he held up Benny so much in that final sector. He's now got some clear air to catch up the Poms. So he's right there. He's got DRS. Ryan, 3-second time penalty. So that evens
very
it out
well
now.
played factor in this race.
So Hugo and Ryan does have a penalty each, and just ignore the yellow flags in sector 1. It's a glitch in the game again. So
it'll be bugging us all night. Yep, that's all you can say. Inches off the road. That's definitely yellow.
Warden 3-second time penalty. I think Carbo Oz has got edge. Yes, he does for 15th. Carbo Oz. Still a fair way off the podium, but can never count out a safety car around here. I think last season we had about 3. So...
Surprised we haven't had one yet at this stage. And Hugo staying out.
Yeah. So Hugo that stays out. DT's coming in. Pom stays out.
Ryan's the leader.
Ryan's got the move on to Hugo. Caught the back end of that. Oh my god. Hugo, don't spin out. So DT is in the pit lane. Pom stays out for another lap. I think Laggy will have DT here. Yes, he will.
You see now these medium tyre runners are trying to make inroads now on the guys that are just left on the soft compounded tyres, just maybe hoping to go to try and get the one stop, get it straight onto the hard compound tyres and go to the end. But
Edge and DT going side by side in the turn 3. DT holds on the inside, coming to turn 4. And DT stays ahead of Edge. Oh, Edge has gone off! This could be a retirement! No, he just crashes and loses his front wing. He must have just clipped the curb and he spun out at turn 4. Oh my god, Edge, what are you doing? Know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. As unfortunately, Bazooka's been lapped. So I don't know if he's actually left the session or not. Death Bro's in and Poms is in. So Death Bro's onto the mediums. Where is Laggy? Laggy coming around the front.
Got him, I think.
Final corner.
Oh, no,
Can
sorry.
he jump?
Sorry, take that back.
Death Bro. No, Death Bro's out into P11. So Death Bro stays ahead of Laggy, so that's going to be crucial to him come towards the end of this race. Benny 11 seconds behind DRC Jared already. Zombies up into P7, so might be a good little haul of points here tonight as Edge is retired into the pit lane.
Yep, yes.
Will that trigger a safety car? Don't think it will. According to my timings, it says Bazooka's 2 laps down, so...
Yeah, same for me as Hugo's in.
So our pole sitter has done 9 laps, or 8 laps on those soft compound tyres. Matt's another 3-second time penalty. So let's see what tyres Hugo goes on. It looks like...
I think it's hards.
It's hard, so Hugo going towards the end now. So this could be interesting here, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a that's Poms, so it's a DRC Jared and Warden 99. So Jared's already up into the podium places already. Ben is 13.1 seconds behind DRC Jared. So Jared's on a mission here, ladies and gentlemen. 50 points is the gap between himself and New Zealand Ryan, but they're on the same compound of tyres. So let's see. I think Warden's left the gap open. Jared went down the inside. Bit of contact. Warden's got away. And Jared's made the move onto Warden in the final sector. But here comes Warden. I think Warden might just hang back and wait for DRS. I think he'll just save up his ERS at the moment. Cowboys 3-second time penalties down in 15th and right behind Poms for the 70. But here comes Warden side by side on the pit straight, and Warden gets back up into P2 with the aid of DRS, and that's making Ryan go further in front. 5.2 seconds. Bazooka 3-second time penalty, so he must be still in the lobby if he's still getting penalties. We got a 3-way scrap on here, ladies and gentlemen, between Zombie, Hugo, and Penske. But I think Hugo, with the much fresher rubber, looking to get past Zombie Hunter as Death Bro's on medium. So I think I did point that out, but
yeah,
could Death Bro go to the end on those mediums? It's going to be a tall ask as Matt's got past Cabba Oz for 15th and Poms is pulled out a gap. We'll go back on board with DRC Jared once again in the final sector. Ryan's already got 5.5 second gap out onto Warden. So that's actually...
You go up the inside of Zombie, so he's got 6th.
So Hugo needs to get under 20 seconds to stay ahead of New Zealand Ryan. He's 23.7 seconds, but here comes DRC Jared down the inside of turn 1 and gets up into P2. Now he can go chase after New Zealand Ryan, so Hugo needs to make some plays and catch back up.
Hugo's up. He got into 5th place.
And here comes Zombie around the outside. And Mitchie stays ahead on those mediums. He started outside the top 10. Remember, Laggy's got past Savory. And I think DT's gotten past Broken Reptile. Yes, it has.
Correct.
Bazooka's now finally got past Edge and everything's kind of up to date. So I don't know what's actually happened to Bazooka. So
No.
2 laps down, I think that might be... Maybe a glitch might have happened, or I'm not exactly sure. That's not the correct gap between Benny and Alan Hugo. It's more like maybe a second-ish, maybe more.
Should
Zombie
hopefully
right
update
behind,
itself off.
Yeah, Warden still right behind DRC Jared here, pushing like a madman. He's got DRS, but he's not using overtake mode, so he's just going to save up his ERS for maybe a couple of laps here.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye here on Death in 7th as Mitchie loses the back end and he's going to come into the pit lane, but Death is really being held up. He does not need to lose much time to Alan Hugo because he's just streaking away at the moment and should get by him now.
And there we go, Hugo, Deathbro is right behind Alan Hugo now, but Hugo's 1.3 seconds behind Benny, and Benny's going to go long as well too. Don't forget, he started on those hard competitor tyres, and Mitchie's into the lane on a set of hards as well. Coming up behind...
Be close with him, Dubstep.
Yeah, Dubstep's got him. I'm looking at the map at the moment. I'm just on board with Alan Hugo here. Let's actually have a look at leader. So 23.5 seconds is the gap between himself and New Zealand Ryan. Benny's got squirmy, and here comes Hugo. And Hugo says thank you very much, and Hugo gets back up into P4. So as I said, 23.5 seconds, needs to be under 20 seconds to make the undercut work onto New Zealand Ryan, but Ryan will be going a lot further than what Hugo did in his first stint. So Ross, let's get your thoughts on the opening opening 12 laps, sorry.
Yeah, it's been remarkably clean so far. I mean, in the odd few incidents here and there, Codemasters have still glitched this game as always. That is nothing new. But plenty of good battles here, and interesting to see how this will pan out as we continue on. I think Zombie and Penske go side by side.
Oh my god!
That's not usually a passing spot there, but he's got it. There's Penske up in the 7th place.
Oh my god, Penske. One of those remarkable Penske moves happened, and oh my god, I thought he was going to lose that car, spear off Zombie into next Tuesday, and that will be all she wrote. But no, Penske holds on. Poms has got overtaken Broken Reptile for P12. Poms making a charge back up into the points.
Yep. The Penske definitely taking full advantage of probably the wider track length, because when you usually go through like that turn 2 and 3, as Zombie nearly runs up the rear end and Poms gets a penalty, usually don't take it fully flat out. I don't think this game it is fully flat out compared to the last couple of games, so took full advantage of that. That's probably nearly a move of the day, you could say, for Penske this race.
Yeah, there's been a couple of moves really as Penske's into the lane. So he made that move and held up Zombie a treat for his in lap.
Yes.
Warden 3-second time penalty. So I think that's Warden's second, I want to say.
Second, yeah.
Penske onto a set of hard competitor tyres.
No surprises there. we're getting closer to the window now for the medium compounder runners. I think Death's closing in on Benny as well.
So this is interesting now. So both McLarens have come out near each other, and Mitch has got the undercut onto Penske. So Mitch is ahead of Penske at the moment. So this could be interesting race here for the McLarens as Ryan is now into the lane. What does Jared? Jared's in and Warden's in. So, all right. And Hugo's coming towards the chicane in the final sector. Where has Ryan come out? He's coming out right now. There's Hugo coming around the final corner. Does Hugo have enough in the tank? Where's Ryan? Ryan's coming out.
Ryan's the leader.
Ryan has made the overcut work, but Hugo gets up into P2. 3.42. About 3 seconds is the gap between Ryan and Hugo. But don't forget, both of them do have a penalty each as Reptiles into the lane. Penske 3 second time penalty as well. And Dubstep's into the lane with Matt moving up into P12. So Death Bro's back up into P3. He's got Warden, Benny, and Jared. So Benny's got ahead of Jared.
Oh, Jesus.
Bit of contact between Jared and Benny. Benny 14 lap old hards against Jared's fresher ones. And Jared's getting a bit frustrated at the moment.
Yeah, he's getting a little pace. He's just got to bide by his time here. He'll get by him. These two have had history in the past, but Benny does let him go there in the end and back up into 5th place. But remember, we think Death will probably have to make one more stop considering he's on the medium compound tyres, and very doubtful he'll get to the end on this set of mediums.
Yeah, I mean, if he makes it to the end, then, I mean, fair play. It's what, 20-odd laps? He's done 6 laps of them on these mediums. 7 laps now, so he came in, what, lap 9? So that's, what, 23, 24 laps on the mediums?
It's a hard ask.
Well, Mince Pie is coming in on 14. So that should be an indication of what people might expect, what Death Bro might be doing. Could he do the soft, medium, soft strat? Just go quick at the end as Savory's onto the hard compound tyres in that Red Bull.
I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. Going onto the softs at the end of the race, he'll probably get the bonus point with the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, it'd be a tough ask. Obviously, he needs to recover a bit of points after he didn't have a great run last time out at the Netherlands. I think he was one of the guys that got caught out with not putting a setup on last time out, so he really struggled at the Dutch GP. So you're hoping to gain a little bit of points back here at Spain.
There is a massive glitch happening with Bazooka at the moment. Yeah, if people just saw that, so he was in the pits. He came outside the pits. He was stopped on track. He got going, went back into the pits. Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on with Bazooka at the moment. It's probably a glitch on his end. Yeah, so we'll stay on board with Bazooka. I know this battle's happening. I just want to see what happens to Bazooka 82 if he does decide to come into the pit lane again at the end of this lap as Cowboy Oz is into the lane after doing medium runs. Matt gets a 3-second time penalty. No surprise. No surprise there, I should say. Ryan's got the gap up to 4.2 seconds over Alan Hugo. So it looks like Ryan might have this race in the bag unless something really, really drastic happens. So Bazooka does not come into the pit lane, so he stays out for another lap.
We never know. We could have a late race safety car. We did have it last time out, as he set to 79, the fastest lap of the race. But we did have a late safety car last time out, the Dutch GP. So, I mean, don't rule it out. We could get some late drama.
So we've got a 3-way scrap on here between Death Bro, Warden, and DRC Joe. Benny's 5 seconds behind these three, but I think Deathbray might be struggling a little bit on those tyres at the moment. So this could be interesting as Laggy's in P8 at the moment, 12 old mediums. He was the first of the softs to come in. So I think Laggy might have to do another stop here.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that may have to do another stop. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll stay on board with DRC Jared. I know there's a battle between the two McLarens, but these three are further up the grid at the moment. Oh my god, Warden! Oh, I thought it was going to go into the back of Deathbro, but no cigar. But Deathbro really struggling on his rears at the moment.
Switch around at McLaren. Or is this a tactic that Mitchie is trying to maybe fight him here? Or maybe not, Spetsky gets a time penalty for his troubles, but they've been free. Obviously, they're free to race.
Oh yeah, we know the history between those two.
Yep.
In other leagues. Here comes Warden, making a move on Deathbro for P3 and gets the move done. And Deathbro is really struggling. Oh my god, Deathbro!
No, he's off!
Oh, he's off, but he still has his wing intact.
Saved it just.
Oh my god, he'll be coming into the pit lane. Oh my god, that was a moment and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, Poms is right behind DT as well. Oh my god, Deathbro. Really struggling on his rears.
Those mediums would be starting to wear out maybe a little bit as well. Like they're saying that Laggy's done the most so far. Well, 13 laps, and the guys that have already done a stop. We think he may be doing another stop, but just needs to refocus in his death and just get back into a rhythm here and just go as long as he dared. Maybe try softs or maybe even chuck on another set of mediums to the end of the race. But the podium, I think it was a long shot. Ryan sits another fastest lap.
Oh my god. I mean, what can he say? This deal gets a 3-second time penalty. He's on 16 old mediums and they're screaming. Benny's in now, so mediums to the end. Probably be the quickest one out of the lot, really, on the mediums.
You have pace to these last, 39 laps, 14 laps to go, so keep an eye out for that Renault. Probably
as Jared got past Warden, so
yes, we missed
completely missed that. So
sorry,
I do apologise, Jared. So Benny comes out in a P11, so not a bad recovery for the Renault driver.
He'd be on for points.
Well, they need some points. They've been in a little bit of a rut since probably since Bahrain, really.
Yeah, well, with all that celebration that we thought Reptile that got onto the podium, and it actually turned out it was a glitch, and I think Zombie got his podium back, so it was still a decent result all round. But yeah, they've not been great at Vietnam, China, or Spain. No, not Spain, Netherlands, as Ryan Ganson's another fastest lap. This man's just flying at the moment. So unless someone gets close to that on soft compounded tires, he's probably got the extra bonus point wrapped up.
Probably the only one that could possibly take that away from him is probably Benny. He's on the freshest set of mediums at the moment.
Laggy's in for his second stop.
Yeah, Laggy's in. Same with DT. I mean, DT's also a shout for that extra World Championship point.
What tyres are these guys going to go on?
I would say mediums, yeah. Laggy's on mediums.
DT's also.
Yeah, DT's on mediums, yeah. I think it's the softs. I think they could do it, but tyre will be an actual problem.
Nightmare.
Towards the end of this race, yeah. Benny's back up at the P8.
Oh, Mitchie! He's gone for a spin at turn 2.
And loses his front wing. Oh, dear.
And I reckon he might... Don't bring out a safety car, please, Mitchie.
I mean...
he did say in the Twitter chat that Spain was not one of his greatest tracks, so Just getting out of everybody's road there, both the Williams.
Ooh,
Zombies continuing on. He's done the most laps by anybody on the halves. 20 laps as Death throws in.
Yeah, Death throws in. Pom's had a bit of a moment as well, coming into the final sector. Unless
He's
it's
coming in
again. Oh yeah, Zombies in. So what we saying? Mediums yet.
And
Still
a wing
too
change.
far.
And a wing change for Zombie, so he must have got that somewhere along the line.
Still 3-second time penalty. There's yellow flags every which way you look. It's still a glitch at the moment. Warden still right behind DRC Jared here, but Warden does have an extra penalty than Jared. But I don't think Jared's got a penalty at the moment. Let's actually have a look at DRC Jared. It's got one warning. So,
one warning, yeah.
Yeah. I did see Mitchie 10-second time penalty, so
lovely stuff.
One of the McLarens, I was going to say one of the McLarens isn't scoring points today unless safety car happens.
Yes, I dare say he's cut the final chicane for sure there if he's done that.
Yeah. Jared, 2.5 seconds behind Alan Hugo. Don't forget, Hugo does have a 3-second time penalty too, don't forget. Mitchie onto the softs.
And same with Ryan as well, don't forget. So those guys are pretty much even, unless someone gets a penalty late on in the race.
Well, as things stand, it'd be Jared in the P2, in Hugo in the P3, with Warden staying 4th at this current race. And there's something happened with Savory.
So he had an off somewhere?
I think he has. As Dill's now
out.
retired, Dill's out. It's a VSC.
Yeah. Somewhat spinning. That's Brazuca.
Oh my God, Dill! He's lost his back rear.
Oh dear.
Savory's going to take advantage of this.
Yeah, why not?
Mediums. Can he get it ahead?
Yeah, I don't know how Helman Marco, as Mitchie's race is going great guns.
Hugo's into the lane. Taking advantage, so...
You may as well, it's ended now,
VSC ended at the wrong time.
Although
for Hugo.
He'll still come out at P4 because there's quite a gap actually back to Death Pro. So he's going to go to the softs.
So Hugo looks like he'll be doing the fastest lap point. I think he'll catch up to Warden and Jared. But whether he can overtake him is another story. Zombie's up in the P9.
Yep, he just got by ET at 14 seconds, nearly 14 and a half seconds to catch up to both Jared and Warden. I mean, if these two continue fighting, then it'll definitely bring Hugo into it, but got to make those tyres last to the end. It's a tough ask.
Laggy moves up into P7 against Penske. So we've had only a VSC here tonight. So it's not a full safety car, which is unfortunate. As Benny's all on his own, really. But he's got company. Oh, there's a Ferrari.
Oh, it's Calbo, I think.
Calbo.
Let's go for a spin. Should be okay.
Yeah. He's letting Mitchie go through. Yep, there he goes. I think Mitchie might be setting a fastest lap here, potentially. We'll stay on board with Mitchie. Let's give him some screen time. Haven't shown much of the McLaren driver, except for his spins.
It's an 18.6.
So, no fastest lap point yet. Here comes Warden.
Calbo's in the pit, so he's either going to put on the softs or retire, one of the two.
There's a Red Bull off. It's Savory.
Oh, yeah.
Savory's had a spin.
Not been a great day at all for Red Bull.
And he's got wing damage.
Oh, no.
It's gone from bad to worse for Red Bull at the moment. Carbo Oz is on soft compounded tyres. Warden 0.8 of a second behind DRC Jared. And here goes 12.5 seconds behind
Whoa!
Warden. So
just got for another spin as Savoury, so he's really having. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near Dr. Helmut Marko after this race. I doubt that he'll be happy, or either Christian Horner either. So not been a great day for Red Bull.
no, it hasn't been. And yeah, Dill retired, and now Savoury not scoring any points as well. Look, let's look at the bottom 5. We got Edge, Bazooka, Dill, Carbo, and Savoury. Mitch is into the pit lane. Savoury gets a 10-second penalty. And Hugo sets the fastest up with a 16.8. So there's that one extra World Championship point. As yellow flags, green flags are happening every which way. It's actually starting to annoy me at the moment.
Yeah.
Nice game.
Actually, I just remembered Mitchie had the drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car, so that'll be, if he's serving that, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Still no safety car. There's still a time for one late safety car, and that will be interesting to see what would happen if a safety car does come out. I'm surprised a safety car hasn't come out with all these yellow flags been happening, so...
Yeah.
Codemasters?
Yeah, it's been Cody's fault big time, so I really need to get to work on Spain in whatever the next update is. Although there is apparently an update coming because there's fresh livery updates are coming, I have seen, so keep an eye out for that one.
Those are the differences we want to see in a racing game.
Yes, although we prefer more online updates, Cody's just saying.
So DT 3-second time penalty. So we'll stay on board with New Zealand, Ryan. We'll have a look at penalties. So Ryan has a penalty and a warning. Jared's got one warning. Warden has two penalties, 2 warnings. So he's on the brink of a third. Hugo, 1 penalty, 1 warning. Death Bro has a penalty, and that's it. So fair play to Death Bro. Benny has 2 penalties and a warning. Laggy has a penalty and 1 warning. Penske has a penalty, 2 penalties and a warning. Zombie, geez, 1, 2, 3 penalties on the brink of a 4th, and DT has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties and a warning. So that's your top 10 regarding penalties. Ryan sets the fastest lap with a 16.8. So Ryan still ever going quicker.
Let me just hang on. Let me just double check what did Hugo set on the softs. 16.892. What did Ryan set?
I think it was like a
819. So he's 8/100ths quicker nearly on that lap on hards, on 12 lap on hards.
Savoury back into the pit lane, so he must have missed his pit window. Well, he got another
front wing damage. I think he's got another front wing.
Yeah, another front wing damage, perhaps. Benny, what is the gap between Benny and Death Bro? It's not 1 lap. I can promise you that. No. Let me just...
I've tried. It's not working on my end, so it's stuck.
Yeah. That's that 3-second time penalty. So, who can knock off Ryan's fastest lap time? What is oh my god.
Oh, this game. I love it so much.
Benny is not 15th, I promise you.
No, it'll fix itself. There we go.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate the constant yellow flags. God.
It's annoying, but let's get back to the battle on track. So Poms is closing in here for 10th on DT, and I think Zombie's closing in as well on Penske for 8th. So you have to keep an eye on those battles. And Warden's keeping in touch with Jared as well, but at the moment, Jared would still remain in P2 on penalties.
Yeah, this is the closest battle on track. Actually, no, it's actually now Poms in DT. 0.4 of a second is the gap coming into the final sector. Can
Savory's
Poms nab?
way off.
I don't think its safety car can come out now. Lap 29. It will have to come out right now for it to come to come out essentially, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Poms is gaining. Sent it.
Tried it.
Savory,
This game is still glitching it up. He's gonna run. Has he got to run? He does.
In the turn 4 down the inside, here comes Poms. Has he got it? Poms is up in the P9 somehow.
It's now 10th because Benny's glitched out again. Sorry, this game's glitched out, not Benny.
And Dubstep's right behind his own teammate. And Matt's 7 seconds behind DT. But Poms gets a 3-second time penalty. But don't forget, DT has about 5 of them. So
yeah,
it won't help. It will help him out a little bit, but not by much. Zombie right behind.
Yeah, he's getting a gap under a second. So he'll get DRS on the front straight here. If he has a good run out of the final chicane, might have a chance, but don't know. Well, we did see Poms come back from a long way back, so you never know what will happen with Zombie.
Can Zombie do a Penske? It doesn't look like it's a bit too far back, but he's gaining. Not by much.
Not quite.
No, not by much at all. Lap 30 or 33, we've got 4 racing laps to go. And my God, stop glitching out. Brazuca, 3-second time penalty. See, we don't know if it's actually him driving or if it's the AI driving or what, because he's been ghosting the whole race. So I didn't see the message that he left the session or not. So
no, I don't think he has. Although it's saying he's a lap down from my count, but I don't know. That's different on your end.
Yeah, it's a lap down on X still.
Zombie!
Oh, Zombie!
There goes the bit of front wing.
Zombie's got wing damage, and Penske has maybe cost Zombie, or Zombie's cost himself actually some decent points here tonight. Sorry, Penske, but
yeah,
but
this
Zombie
is he's gonna have to
move.
Gonna have to go to the end of this race. I think the Williams have switched around. Matt's left this session.
Matt's left. Did we?
I'll chuck him an invite. I've chucked him an invite. All right.
Okay. All right. Cool. Zombie still right behind Penske, and Warden's 1.3 behind Jared. So Jared will have P2.
This is not ideal going through there. The right hand is going to be hell for Zombie with this front wing damage.
Warden another 3-second time penalty. So Hugo is under 10 seconds, but he's running under laps. We've got 2 laps to go, and Ryan has lapped both Williams' cars. Yep, B Dubstep has been lapped. Oh my God, thank God for ghosting. Zombie 3-second time penalty, and yeah, I think that'll be all she wrote for Zombie, as Poms and DT are right behind them. And Matt has joined, but 2 laps to go and he's a lap down, so yeah. Mitchie another 3-second time penalty, probably looking for the most penalties in the race, one would suspect.
Yeah, for sure, unless he gets himself disqualified. So
no safety cars here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Red Bull so far off.
That's Savory.
Yeah, it's Savory.
Shot caller. Ryan is on the last lap now, and then he's 15.5 seconds clear of DRC Jarrett, and he's just started to pull away from Warden. And I don't think Hugo's got enough pace to get on the podium. He needs probably Warden to get another penalty to have any shot of getting up on that podium.
So let's actually have a look. I think Warden has 1, 2...
Cowboy's out.
3 penalties, and Hugo has 1 penalty. So yeah, he needs to get within 6 seconds.
On the last lap.
And it's 9.8 seconds. It's not gonna happen. As Poms is slowly but surely catching up to Zombie. Poms needs to push. And DT's not that far behind Savory. 10-second penalty as Savory's now retired from the session. So fantastic stuff there. Bazooka 13 minutes behind X-Deal. Wow. But it's been a dominant race. Well, I wouldn't say dominant. It's been an easy race for New Zealand Ryan coming around the final corner to win the Spanish Grand Prix and extend his championship lead over DRC Jared, who's in P2.
See, Warden's dropped off quite a bit, actually, for third.
Here comes DRC Jared. Will finish P2. Warden will finish P3, and I think, Hugo needs to be 6 seconds, and I don't think that's going to be enough. 2.6 seconds. But solid drive from Hugo. Did the 2-stop, but yeah.
Oh, Poms, that's not going to help.
The 1-stop was the way to go.
Yep.
Does DT have a run? No, he's a bit too far back. Yellow flags every which way. Death Bro will finish P5.
Oh, that's a big crash. Across the line. That's a consistent run from Benny. Laggy did clock in, and I think he'll get 6th. We'll wait and see with penalties.
Zombie!
Oh, Zombie's
off!
Yes,
Zombie's off!
Yep, he's had enough of this race, so...
Yep. So Laggy gets 6, Benny 7, Penske's in 8, Poms will get 9th, DT will get P10, his first point of the season, I do believe. Zombie is out. Just waiting on Brazuca to finish off. So Zombie will finish P11. Dubstep 12th, Matt 13th, Reptile 14th, and Mitchie will finish in P15th. So here is your race winner, New Zealand Ryan. Extends his championship lead over DRC Jared. I think Ryan did get the fastest lap as well, so...
Yes, I think he did.
An extra point.
I love seeing the two McLarens close to each other after this race, even though they were pretty much nowhere... Well, they were near each other most of this race, but now they're near each other at the finish line. So we wait on Brazuca.
Yeah, Brazuca ran out of fuel, so that's what you want to see. And there,
7 laps down.
Oh, that Renault Ferrari come together. He's across the line. What exactly are we waiting for? Everyone's finished, but Brazuca. Oh, this game.
I have no idea what is going on. We're waiting 25 seconds probably till everything is finished.
Well, we know the race order. So we got Ryan in P1, Jared's in P2, Ward in P3, Hugo in P4, Death Bros in 5th, Laggy is in 6th, Benny is in 7th, Penske's in 8th, Poms is in 9th, and DT gets P10, Zombie P11, Dubstep P12, Matt 13th, Reptile 14th, Mitchie's in 15th, as it now finally decides to finish. So, amazing work there. We'll probably just put the standings above that or something. I don't know. I'll figure something. Safety car was out. A bit late, Codemasters. So here is the podium celebration. Roscoe, who was your driver today? Codemasters gave it to DRC Jared, 19th to P2.
I mean, it's a fair play. I mean, he's done it again, really. Where did he come from? 19th all the way to 2nd place. Give it to Ryan, obviously, with the extra bonus point for fastest lap. But I think Jared, and I'd probably give a shout out as well to Benny as well. Come from 12th to 7th, so that's not too bad either. But I think Jared will get this one again. How about yourself? Yeah,
he can't go past DRC Jared. 19th to P2. I mean, but you expect that from Jared. He is very, very quick at the game, or on the game. If the top 3 start at the back, you'd probably see them 1, 2, and 3 anyway. So, but yeah, DRC Jared, driver of the day. I think fair play. So we'll continue the race order. We'll go up to Mitzi 15th, Carbo 16th, Savory's in 17th, Bazooka in 18th, and many, many laps down. Dill 19th and Edge in 20th, and that is your race order. Yeah, so that is it here for tonight. Do apologise about the constant yellow flags, green flags. There's nothing that we can do. It was happened all race. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy. This will be premiered on the Redline Racing League YouTube channel on Tuesday the 1st of September at 6 PM AEST, Australian Eastern Time. Yeah, I'll leave all the links to our socials, Twitch, everything. Follow us on Twitter as well to keep up to date with the whole league. Yeah, follow us on Twitch. We're so close to 50 followers. I think we're about 8 away. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And until next week, we are at Monaco. Oh.
I know, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Frizy. It's a week break next week.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So 2 weeks, we're at Monaco. So the next race is at Monaco. So fair play. But also tune into Saturday as we're at where we're at. We're at the Dutch GP Zandvoort.
Yes.
For the Saturday League. I think Mitchie might be back. But yeah, until next time, it is goodbye, and we'll see you all. Well, for us in 2 weeks. But follow us on Twitch and watch the Saturday League at Zandvoort. See ya.
Bye.